Since beginning as a crafts fair on the lawn of the Lakeland Public Library, Mid-Florida Mayfaire by the Lake has grown into one of Florida's premier outdoor art festivals. This year's festivities are a can't-miss event. All the details are coming up on Polk Place. Hello and welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Dion Spires. We've got two guests in studio today to talk about Mid-Florida Mayfaire on the Lake. Today we have Brenda Friedman, the Mayfaire coordinator for at Polk Museum of Art, and Maya Beck, who's also the Mayfaire coordinator at Polk Museum of Art. How are y'all doing today?
Doing well. Great.
Good. It's great to have you here. I'm excited about Mayfaire by the Lake because it's a huge event in Lakeland. I'm from Lakeland, and I'm also an arts enthusiast. I've done arts all through school and whatnot. So not so much visual arts, but performance arts, but it all falls into the same category. For those who don't know, that are watching, that maybe aren't from Lakeland, what is Mid-Florida Mayfaire by the Lake?
Mid-Florida Mayfaire by the Lake is an art festival. This is our 45th year. It's an art festival down at Lake Morton, and we have about 155 artists that come from mostly Florida, but we do have a few that come from other parts of the states. And they come and they set up on the shores of Lake Morton, and it's just an outdoor art festival that's free for the Lakeland community to come and just have a great time and see the art and enjoy it.
Nice. And the artists that are coming out, they're being juried, if I'm not mistaken, right? How did they get involved with that, and what is that process like?
Well, they're not. They've already been juried. Our show actually has a jury process to get in, so it's very competitive to be in Mayfaire. And once they are in Mayfaire, we have a judge that comes from out of state, and they will be judging all the artists on Saturday. It's a whole day of process that takes, from 9 to 4, basically. And they try and get prize money, and the best of show is $5,000. So it's a competitive show.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So there's nothing but high quality work there then. You can be rest assured in that when you're coming to Mayfaire because they've been juried in advance and there's an application process.
Yes.
What kind of artists do you guys have lined up for this year? I know that there's always a multitude of different types of media there.
Yeah.
There are. We have wood artists, we have oil and acrylic and watercolor and glass and mixed media artists, which could be a mixture of a lot of different things. Jewelry artists are always popular because it's Mother's Day weekend.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people come out and get a gift for their mom on Mother's Day. So that's always a really popular category and a very competitive category too. So that's always fun.
And it's great to note, like I said earlier, that you guys started so small on the lawn of the library. Now it's so big in Lakeland. It's one of the biggest events I feel that gets it gets a lot of hype every year, and it never really seems to die down.
Because it's so awesome.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. And if they haven't been yet, they should check it out this year for sure.
And it's a full weekend, so it's all day Saturday and Sunday, May 7th and 8th, but then we also have Mayfaire Saturday night, which is down around Lake Mirror. We have it down on the promenade. There's a street dance. You can bring out your blanket and just enjoy a night with your family, and everything's free. We have a live band, fireworks at 9 o'clock. It's just a great event.
Yeah. And the 5K run.
And the 5K run
That's
with the Lakeland Runners Club,
That's great. Now, what is a street dance? I'm just curious about that. What does that mean?
The band plays and people get out and dance on the promenade in front of the band.
Literally what it sounds like. Well, that sounds like a good time.
They dance on the street.
Cool, cool. Now, do you guys have a band lined up that maybe the locals will know and they'll want to come out and see them, or?
We've had the same band for the past 2 years. They're Empire. They're from Orlando, and they've become very popular in Lakeland. We have people that call us all the time and say, "Hey, are they coming back?" And we're like, "Yeah, they'll be back." And we're like,
awesome.
"Okay." So, yeah, they'll be back. I think there's eight-piece band.
Yeah,
wow.
and 2 singers, and they are really incredible.
They get everyone dancing, and
Yeah.
kids, all ages. It's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it's a party for everybody.
It is, and it's all free.
That's the best part.
The best part of all.
And I know that you guys, aside from just the art, you kind of go all out. You have like food vendors and you have live entertainment there and stuff too. So can you talk about during the daytime when the art festivals actually going on, what else you guys have to offer there?
Do you want me to do that?
Well, 9 to 4 is the time that the Mayfair is 9 to 4, Saturday and Sunday, May 7th and 8th. And throughout the day, we have local performers that perform on the library lawn, and that includes everything from dance companies to Hawaiian dancers and belly dancers and singers and, just a wide variety.
We have one local group called Dudes with Issues. We like that.
We like their name. They're great. They're great. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then there's plenty of food and drinks throughout the festival, and that's all, funnel cakes and all sorts of the fun things that people like to get at Mayfair. But then also on between the library and the museum in the parking lot is the children's zone, and there's free art for the kids to do. They have little activities for Mother's Day, and they also have a little area for
bouncy houses and climbing walls and things like that for the kids.
And then this year is a new little thing that they have where they're addressing children with all abilities. So there's some areas where they can make art and stuff like that. So kids with all abilities can participate as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's inspiring young minds to start that artistic thought process. And maybe you guys are inspiring young artists that one day will grow their craft and then want to come out to Mayfair
We'd
and
like
enjoy
to think
it.
so.
Yeah.
One thing that's really important to remember is to wear your sunscreen and wear a hat, wear comfortable shoes. Parking is at Florida Southern, and that's free, and we have a free shuttle that will take you right down to the middle part of the show. We have Mayfairies that will take you around the show. So if you arrive and you're parked on the south side of the lake and you're on the north side and you're hot, you can just hop on a free ferry and just take it back around to the south side of the lake. So that's nice. And then this year, we actually have 2 ferries that will be wheelchair accessible, and we haven't had that in the past, so we're really pleased with that.
That's awesome. Catering to everybody.
Absolutely.
Making it enjoyable for everyone who's coming out.
We're trying to get the Lakeland community to come out and enjoy the art and make it easy and fun.
For sure. Now, I don't know if you guys even have numbers on this because so many people come out and there's not like a ticketing system or anything, but what kind of turnout do you guys have every year? Just give them an idea of how big is this?
Right. We have about 65,000 people that come for the weekend. Wow. That includes Mayfair Saturday night.
Yeah.
So it's a very popular event, and the Mayfair Saturday night itself is growing. That is a huge event, and just by itself is like 12,000 people. Wow. So yeah, you kind of want to get your little spot early. I think.
Show up during the day,
yeah,
kind of
exactly.
hang out until it gets dark.
It's kind of getting like the Christmas parade where you have to get your spot early.
Camp out. Now, as any event, I'm sure you guys have volunteers or need volunteers. Is there still opportunity to get involved if someone wants to?
Absolutely.
How do they do that?
You can just email us at Mayfair, Mayfaire, remember the E at the end, at polkmuseumofart.org.
Okay.
And we do have 2-hour time slots, so if you're available and want to come out and help us out, we need Mayfaire drivers and people to help us out in the museum tent, so that would be great.
And as far as sponsors go, I know that you guys have a few that kind of helped get this off the ground. Tell me about your sponsors who helped make it happen.
Our title sponsor is Mid-Florida, of course, and they've been our sponsor for how many years now?
I think
8 years. I wanted to say 7, but quite a while, and they are just awesome to work with, and we couldn't do it without them. We have Frost Vandenboom. They've been with us for forever. Yes, many, many years. Southern Homes, Canon, Eason Technologies, so many more. I'm afraid that I'll miss some.
Right. Just before we wrap this up, give me a rundown of dates, times, fees, all of that, so that it's all in one place for the viewers.
Okay. May 7th and 8th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Lake Morton. Okay. May 8th on Lake Mirror is Mayfair Saturday night. That is from 5 to 11, and the band starts at 6 and goes to 11. The run is at 7 p.m. on Saturday night, and fireworks are at 9 p.m. on Saturday night. And let's see, what else?
Mayfair
Parking.
Saturday night is the 7th.
Oh, 7th, yeah, sorry, 7th, yeah, 7th. Parking is at Florida Southern College with shuttles to bring you to the lake. And
Well, and the museum is open and free. Well, it's free all the time now,
Right,
but it's
yeah.
open all weekend. So even if you get a little hot and you want to step inside the air conditioning and enjoy some awesome art, we have a beautiful mural that's just been created by Ruben Ubera, and it's going to be up for about a year. We also have Rebels with a Cause that's being exhibited right now. So you can also come out and enjoy a little bit of time in the museum itself.
Yeah, and they always have great exhibits in there. I'm in there pretty regularly, and there's always a variety too. Like every
Absolutely.
couple months, it's a new style of art. It's not the same as what the last exhibit was, so it
Yeah.
never gets boring. It never gets old.
right.
It's a great place to work.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. And I also wanted to ask too, just because we didn't touch on it, the 5K. Is there opportunity for people to get involved with that still? How do they sign up for that?
You can get involved with that still. There, I think you can register up until that day.
Okay.
Lakeland Runners Club, and I would go to lakelandrunnersclub.com and you can fill out an application and get your T-shirt and be ready to go.
Great. Well, I just wanted to mention too that you guys also have social media, so that if the viewers out there want to get in touch with you, connect with you guys, Twitter address is at Polk MOA, and Facebook is at Mid-Florida Mayfaire by the Lake. Really easy to find there.
Yeah.
So they can stay up to date on all the updates and whatnot that you guys are sending out.
Great.
Great, thanks.
Thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much for putting on the event every year, because it's so much fun.
It's
Thank
our
you.
pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Mayfaire is one of the largest and oldest outdoor art festivals in Central Florida and is on Sunshine Artist Magazine's prestigious Best 200 art shows. Make sure you come out and visit this year's Mid-Florida Mayfaire by the Lake. The event is scheduled for May 7th and 8th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Lake Morton, with Mayfaire Saturday night going from 5 to 11 p.m. on the Lake Mirror Park and Promenade in downtown Lakeland, and the cost is free. For more information, give them a call at 863-688-7743, extension 237, or look them up on the web at www.polkmuseumofart.org.